So this is burst mode. If you didn't know, it's going to be at the home screen here. You just click on burst mode here and then go into the story. You do not want to click normal. You want to click Z hard where it says burst mode on top of it. So we'll click that one and then we'll go into these what are called sliders or category points, whatever you want to call them. But basically various burst mode conditions such as restrictions to the challenging team and stronger enemies are available for selection in burst mode. You can select the conditions of your choice before you attempt burst mode. The higher the difficulty of the selected conditions, the higher the score you can get. So basically you set your own difficulty in burst mode, but understand that the easier you make it on yourself, the less amount of points you'll be able to get. Now I know at this point in time, there's a glitch that will allow you to get max points. So I'm sure a lot of you are taking advantage of that already. But basically if we pick the Earthlings category characters to attempt this mode, that puts the slider score at 300, whereas if we were to choose full power right here, it puts it at 400. So obviously full power being a higher number, it's going to make it a little bit more difficult for us to do. Now if we only pick STR characters, which we're going against an AGL Vegeta, that gives us the highest estimated score, the highest sliding score, which in turn will make it more difficult on us to beat the actual event. Simply put, the lower the number you choose with these category points or with these slider points, the easier it's going to be for you to beat the actual event. We're going to pick all the most difficult slider points here. So this one's actually a checkbox. You can pick all the checkboxes here in this section right here, strengthened enemies. I guess this is team formation restrictions. So there's 3 different sections in the team formation restrictions part. So can't choose full power and Earthlings. You can only choose one or the other. And then for the typings, you can only choose one of those as well. And then for the team cost, you can only choose the one out of the 3. In any sections that have boxes where you can check mark them, you can check mark all of them, which will give the enemy obviously buffs to make it a lot harder for us to beat it normally under normal conditions. Obviously, we're going to use the glitch, which is going to make it completely possible and fantastical for us. So we're going to give the enemy more damage reduction, and then we'll check mark all those boxes. Basically it raises the enemy's attack by 1000% total for you to check mark all these boxes, which is a pretty big significant sum. And then by another 1000%. What? Hold up, that's crazy. The enemy's defense by 1000%, enemy's HP by 500%, up to 1000%. It looks like enemy's HP raised by 1400%. That is nuts. Honestly, I would be scared out of my mind if I knew I wasn't going to be using the glitch. Locks the attack order of a character. Key spheres, allies key -5 will not become lower than 0. No support items allowed, no support memories allowed. So this is the highest possible score that we can achieve right here. 3,540. So now we'll go to team formation and we'll go ahead and pick, and we can only pick full power category characters. Do I have a full power lead that I can use for that Goku at the very least? I don't. Well, I've got Pure Saiyan, Goku's family. That one works. That one actually works. We'll go ahead and pick Goku's family there. And then, all right, so I have my team now formulated right here. And then we're going to go ahead. Why? Hold up. Formation. What am I missing here? Why can't I move forward with this team cost limit? So we'll do this actually. There we go. And we'll just bring Saibam in, I guess, so we don't go over the team costs. That's crazy, actually. And hopefully we'll get the LR Kaioken Goku friend on the first rotation, and it looks like we're good actually. So it's pretty simple. Basically burst mode is a way for us to challenge an event, get the points from that burst mode event, and then use those points or currency to purchase OSTs to customize our experience in listening to OSTs through the game. You can also customize OSTs to specific teams as well. So when you go into an event with that specific team, it's going to play that specific OST that you assign to that team. So you can mix it up, mix and match, all that good stuff. Wow. Yeah, his attack stats pretty up there. All right. It is a lot different seeing it on your phone. And I just took almost 2 million damage, and I lived. It actually is quite a bit of a different experience. Wait, what? He didn't die? Are you? I did all. What? There's no way. He didn't one-shot him? I don't understand. I don't understand why that Goku didn't one-shot him. I'm not understanding why Goku didn't one-shot him. That's so odd. We're active skilling this for sure. We're definitely gonna do this. There's no way. This should definitely kill Vegeta. I guess I could have turned the volume up on the game. My bad. For the active skill. Yeah, that's so weird. Interesting. So there you have it. That's burst mode. You get the points. Now that we have those points, so we completed all the missions too, burst mode missions. To get that mission done, I'd have to clear it with Earthling category units. So we'll accept all of these, and I believe we go to profile. Track selected. Yeah, we'll go to the tracks here. So what is the music collection? The music collection is a place where tracks acquired here can be played. You can also set the acquired tracks to certain places. The following are the places where you can set tracks to: my profile, team. Plus different tracks can be set for these places. After tapping on an album cover, you can access the album's track list. You can play a track by tapping the play button. By tapping the lock icon, you can listen to part of a track you have not acquired and check its unlocking conditions. So we'll click on one here, and of course it comes up with another thing. Things that can be done in a track list: listening to part of the tracks you have not acquired, checking the unlocking conditions of tracks, exchanging for tracks, playing the tracks you have obtained, setting a track to my profile, setting tracks to your teams. Navigating to the team list page is necessary to set a track to a team. So you have to do it through the character page, the team list page, or the team formation page. Setting a track: the frame of the track you have set will change and the settings button will turn orange. After you have set a track, its button and frame will change. Acquiring a track: tap the trade button and use burst coin, which can be obtained in burst mode, to exchange for a track you have not acquired. A track cannot be refunded for burst coins. You can listen to the first 10 seconds of a track by tapping the play button. You can listen to the previews of tracks you have not acquired by tapping the play button. Checking for unlock conditions. A lock icon will be displayed if you have not met the conditions to exchange for the track. You can check the conditions by tapping the slot. You got to tap the lock icon to check how you can unlock those tracks. Tap the orange settings button to remove a track. After you remove a track, the settings will return to default settings. Pretty simple. It's not bad. So I think they end up giving you the burst mode points or currency once the burst mode event actually expires or ends for that period, which makes a lot of sense. They probably treat it a lot like chain battle, where you get a lump sum of rewards at the end after, you know, results have been taken in. It does make a lot of sense that they would do that, because it gives you an opportunity and a chance to change your score so that you can possibly get more currency when you acquire, you know, certain characters or new characters that can take on the event and possibly help you achieve a higher difficulty so that you can, you know, get more points to spend on OSTs. But yeah, my overall thoughts on burst mode is I'm not opposed to the idea. I think I would have liked it if they would have just given us the OSTs in the first place, just to listen to freely without having to, you know, spend points on it and stuff. But this is a little bit of a fun way to introduce this kind of thing into the game, give us something else to do. So I'm not opposed to that necessarily. I'm just glad they didn't handle it in a way where they put the OSTs behind an actual real money paywall. That would have been terrible, and it could have gone completely south if they would have done that. Overall, I do enjoy the concept of burst mode and what they're trying to do with it. It does make it, you know, a bit of a challenge and a little bit more interesting and a fun way to acquire your favorite OSTs. And of course, they'll be adding more over time for you to get. I'm definitely looking forward to some of the OSTs that are coming out, especially Bardock's, Tech Bardock's, which I'm not sure if they're going to release like those kind of OSTs first, because they're probably going to start with the older ones and work their way up to newer ones. We'll see though. We'll see. But yeah, let me know what you guys think about the burst mode and how they're handling it down in the comments below. I'd love to hear your thoughts about it and your opinions. And yeah, that's about it. I'll catch you on the next one.